Have you ever felt a chill running down your spine, an inexplicable shiver, as if someone or something is watching you? Picture this sensation, but amplified 100-fold. Now imagine an entire street, a once bustling corner of America, consumed by this feeling of dread. Welcome to Elm Street. This seemingly ordinary strip of asphalt and concrete holds a sinister secret, a reputation that sends shivers down the spines of even the bravest. Elm Street, a name that was once synonymous with friendly neighbors and children's laughter, now echoes with whispers of the unknown and the unexplained. The streetlights flicker, casting ominous shadows that seem to dance with a life of their own. Strange happenings, eerie sightings, and an unsettling sense of being watched have become the norm. The residents live in a state of perpetual unease, ever vigilant, ever fearful. This, my friends, is the chilling shadow of Elm Street, a dark horror story that remains unsolved. The tale of Elm Street is not one for the faint-hearted. It is a tale that dates back to the early 1900s, a time when the world was on the brink of colossal change. Nestled in the heart of America, Elm Street was just another quiet lane in a small town. The peaceful facade, however, concealed a chilling secret. Over the years, Elm Street's reputation started to change. It was no longer known for its quaint houses or friendly neighbors. Instead, it became the epicenter of strange and inexplicable occurrences. With the passage of time, these occurrences transformed into a series of terrifying events that shook the very foundations of this small town. Families began to report unusual happenings. Objects moved on their own, strange noises echoed in the dead of night, and chilling drafts swept through homes even on the calmest days. But it wasn't just the houses that were plagued by these mysterious happenings. The people of Elm Street were also victims. Residents started to vanish without a trace. One moment they were there, and the next they were gone, leaving behind only unanswered questions and a lingering sense of dread. The disappearances were unexplainable, and the lack of evidence was baffling. The authorities were stumped, and the town was gripped by fear. Amidst this fear and confusion, a figure emerged from the shadows, a dark silhouette, always seen in the corner of the eye, but never in clear view. Sightings of this shadowy figure were whispered among the townsfolk, each account more spine-chilling than the last. This figure seemed to be at the heart of the strange occurrences, a silent specter haunting Elm Street. As the years rolled on, the stories of Elm Street were passed down from generation to generation. The shadowy figure became a legend, a terrifying tale told to children to keep them in line. The strange occurrences and disappearances faded into obscurity, chalked up to urban legend and forgotten. But legends, as we know, often have a kernel of truth. And now, the shadowy figure seems to have returned. A shadowy figure that haunts the night, leaving a trail of fear in its wake. Who or what is it? This elusive specter, this phantom of Elm Street, is the heart of our chilling tale. Witnesses recount a similar, eerie description. A tall, slender silhouette, its form barely discernible in the moonlight, its movements unnervingly swift and silent, as if the very shadows themselves are its playground. Some say it's a ghost, a lost soul unable to find peace. Others suggest a more sinister origin, a creature from the depths of the unknown, a manifestation of the darkest corners of our fears. Yet no one can say for sure. Its true nature remains as elusive as the figure itself. Now let's hear from those who claim to have seen this shadowy figure. Jane, a resident of Elm Street for more than 30 years, speaks of a chilling encounter. She describes a figure, darker than the night itself, standing at the foot of her bed, watching her. The figure vanished as swiftly as it appeared, leaving behind only a cold dread that lingered till dawn. Then there's Tom, a night watchman, who swears he saw the figure darting between the trees in the park. He describes it as a shapeless form, a ripple in the darkness that sent chills down his spine and left him frozen in fear. And let's not forget the local kids who dare each other to venture out after dark, their wide-eyed stories of this spectral figure becoming the stuff of local legend. Their accounts, though varied and embellished, always circle back to the same chilling figure, a shadowy presence that haunts the night. Yet, despite numerous sightings, the identity of the shadowy figure remains a mystery. Its presence, a chilling reminder of the unknown that lurks in the shadows, continues to grip Elm Street in a shroud of fear. Who or what is this shadowy figure? That, dear listeners, is the question we are left grappling with as the mystery of Elm Street continues to unfold. But the haunting figure isn't the only mystery of Elm Street. Let's delve into the unexplained disappearances. Elm Street, a seemingly ordinary neighborhood, has been the setting of a series of inexplicable vanishings that have left the community on edge. Each case, cloaked in a shroud of uncertainty, has added a layer of fear and suspense to the already grim lore of Elm Street. The first recorded incident dates back to the late 90s. A man, known to the locals as Old Joe, vanished without a trace. His home, untouched, his belongings undisturbed. It was as if he had stepped out for a walk and had simply never returned. The mystery of Old Joe's disappearance still hangs over Elm Street, a chilling reminder of the unknown. A few years later, the Peterson family, new to the neighborhood, met a similar fate. One autumn evening, the family of four simply vanished. The dinner table was set, the food still warm, but the house was eerily silent. The police found no signs of forced entry, no signs of a struggle, nothing to suggest a crime had been committed. They were there one moment, gone the next. Perhaps the most chilling is the case of young Emily, a bright, vivacious girl known for her infectious laughter. One summer afternoon she went out to play, never to return. Her bicycle was found abandoned by the sidewalk, her cheerful laughter replaced by a deafening silence. Each disappearance, unique in its own way, is bound by a common thread, the chilling absence of explanation. No notes, no clues, no signs of a struggle, nothing to suggest what might have happened. These vanishings have cast a chilling shadow over Elm Street, a shadow that seems to grow with each passing day. And so, the question remains, what is happening on Elm Street? Is it merely a series of unfortunate events, or is there something more sinister at play? Is the shadowy figure merely a specter, or does it play a part in these unexplained disappearances? With each disappearance, the mystery of Elm Street grows darker. So, what is the truth behind Elm Street? Is it merely a tale spun from fear and rumors, or is there something more to it? Elm Street's enigma has sparked a plethora of theories, each more intriguing than the last. Let's delve into the heart of these conjectures and attempt to discern the credibility of each. The first theory hinges on the belief that Elm Street is haunted by an ancient, malevolent entity, a shadowy figure that lurks in the darkness. This theory is buoyed by numerous eyewitness accounts of spectral sightings, chilling whispers in the wind, and the inexplicable cold that seems to descend upon the street when night falls. The second theory suggests a more human element. Some believe that a sinister cult once resided on Elm Street, and that their dark rituals have left a lingering curse that has haunted the street for generations. Evidence for this theory is scant, but the tales of strange symbols and eerie chants persist to this day. Yet another theory posits that the disappearances and strange occurrences can be chalked up to nothing more than mass hysteria. A single incident blown out of proportion, leading to a cascade of fear and paranoia that amplified the mundane into the monstrous. This theory, while less sensational, is perhaps the most plausible. But then there's the outlier, the theory that suggests Elm Street is a nexus of otherworldly activity, a thin spot between dimensions where the inexplicable can and does occur. This theory, while outlandish, provides an oddly comforting explanation for the unexplainable. Each theory holds its own allure, its own promise of an answer to the chilling mystery of Elm Street. Yet none can be definitively proven or disproven. The truth, it seems, is as elusive as the shadow that lurks on Elm Street. The chilling shadow of Elm Street remains a mystery, its dark horror story yet to be fully revealed.